The winter started early, but seems to be ending early. We've had enough snow on the ground to ski from about mid-December to early February. And now that the snow's melting, the waters are running high, and so is everybody's spirits. I haven't covered much since the hunting season, but it was a relatively quiet season, with no incidents of hunters or injured deer wandering onto the property. But incidents with wildlife and cars is unfortunately still too common. Tracks in the snow, of course, reveal all the denizens we don't typically see. The fishers and fox and coyotes and rodents and some of the behaviors. It's pretty obvious where this squirrel cached its nuts. And most exciting, we've seen porcupine tracks on several occasions. This probably suggests that we have at least a couple of residents here. As far as birds go, we've had the usual tree sparrows and mixed foraging flocks of chickadees and nuthatches and juncos. We did have snow buntings fly over on a couple of occasions, and a rough-legged hawk, but aside from the golden-crowned kinglets, the winter specialties were scarce. That being said, we did have an unusually casual merlin show up on multiple occasions. Its nonchalance leads us to believe that it was one we released here back in the fall. We didn't see many of our nival invertebrates this winter, but it's still early, and chances are we'll have more snow and more opportunity. Our most rare fern on the sanctuary, at least the hardest to find, is the ebony spleenwort. Both known examples disappeared, but one re-emerged late in the fall. At about the same time, we started a new graft garden. We are excited about this one. We focused mostly on woodland ferns and mosses. Now that spring is approaching, we've been collecting posts for the projects we have ahead of us. We try not to cut into insect homes, but sometimes we make mistakes. A dead elm can be an ecosystem on its own. The trunks often have tracks left behind by whatever this little critter is. And underneath the bark, one might find an entire colony of insects going on about their busy day. And of course, life begets more life. It's only a matter of time before one of these unsuspecting insects become a meal for the spider. And even this weevil found a nice cranny to spend the winter in. And aspen logs also have their own biodiversity. Overwintering caterpillars and snails, and of course, ants. Although, I'm not sure if this frozen formicarium is dead or will thaw out this spring and resume its activity.